We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Set. Get it, 20. I got it. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I don't think you got it, son. Go here.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They'll run here with Connor. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Here we go.
Now Stafford on third and goal. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Here we go, here we go. Mike 56, Mike 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 12, Murray looking here for Schmidt downfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on. And, boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Stafford. He's going to rifle one. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right? Because I'm not...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the 38, Stafford. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Connor going backwards here on the 1st down carry. Stopped up for a loss of a couple. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Max Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what?
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the 1st play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
On the double. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Murray now on 1st down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson was the intended receiver.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the run is Counter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one goes for 24 yards. Stafford now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. From the gun, a give to Counter. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And we'll remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Throwing again on second down. Murray escaping the pressure right. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now Murray again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Murray on third down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. On first down, Connor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, it's Cohen. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Again, it's Cohen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
57's Mike. That's track. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Right there, 56. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. This is Johnson. He's got it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stafford, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. On 1st down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Back now in Nashville. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 56 at the mic.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. To throw is Stafford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Chubb. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Murray. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
Zero.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Here's Conner on 1st down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Kansas City.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Back to throw. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw is Murray. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now Murray. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now. The ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Draw play, Cohen. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Stafford, the screen pass here to Cohen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, Connor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Sack, baby. Set. 280. Who that?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford, and that's complete to Cooks. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Tennessee, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.